working sheepdogs. There's lots of different kinds of breeds that do work livestock. There's Kelpies and Australian Shepherds, Shelties, Australian cattle dogs. I'm sure you guys know of a lot of them, and probably a lot of you have a herding dog. Anybody out here have a herding dog? Many years to get a good open dog like we have here with Kate. Sending her on a come by right now. We have different commands. A come by means we are sending the dog clockwise, just like a clock goes, or off our left hand. We also use the word away. Away is counterclockwise or off of our right hand. I hope I'm saying this right, guys. I think I am. So those are some of the commands that we use on these dogs. She just had Kate bring the sheep to her. That is a natural thing that the Border Collies do. They always want to go and get the sheep and bring them. I'll tell you something about Border Collies. They're a little different. Sometimes you hear people say, oh my gosh, my neighbor has a crazy Border Collie. And sure enough, here's a dog and he's spinning in circles, he's tearing up their yard, he's getting into all kinds of mischief. Border Collies are very bright. They have to be mentally stimulated in one way. How intense Kate is. Border Collies have something that some of the other herding dogs don't have quite as strong. It's called the eye. You'll notice how she's kind of low and she's staring at the sheep. She's using her eye. She intimidates and they stare. I mean, they don't even blink. And they do move livestock that way. You'll see them when they swing around, they'll stop, they'll stare. They look like a wolf to the sheep. And the sheep are like, ooh, we're getting out of here. And off they go. Now, when we first start a Border Collie or any herding dog, we use voice commands. And with certain dogs, sometimes we use a round pen, and it's usually not a big pen like this, because it's too hard for the young dogs. So we'll use a smaller round pen, and we'll just kind of start working the dogs. We'll direct them. We'll put commands onto what they're doing. Then we go to whistles, because it's really hard when the dogs are working far, far away for them to hear our voice. So that's why we're going to shed right now. That means she's going to try to pull some sheep out of the group, which she just did. If you're working on a farm and you need to doctor some sheep, and there's a certain one you need to doctor, you need that dog to be able to go into that herd and pull a sheep off. We call it shedding. That's the that'll do whistle. We use that. Thanks, Kay.